Have you ever taken the perfect selfie? I mean, the light is on fire, your makeup is great, your hair is perfection, and you've got your favorite color blouse on, and you're just like, click, click. And then you notice a kid is running in the background, or like me, you're in the dining room. So then you see the messy kitchen. So many times, because of social media, we need different headshots, different photos to use. If you've watched me at all, you'll know that this is one of my famous photos, right? That's kind of a signature pose for me. I take that photo over and over wherever I'm at. But sometimes the background's not perfect, or maybe a hair is sticking up. I had headshots taken once where the hair was sticking up. Oh my gosh. Maybe you're in the car waiting for the kids, right? And you're like, oh, I'm on point today. And you snap a photo, but then the kid opens the back door, right? What are you going to do with those almost perfect photos? Well, I've got a solution for you. And I want to let you know that I really feel this solution is great for all my career professionals out there, because you're not going to go sit for a portrait. And career professionals, you're probably not going to invest in branding shots, right? Hiring a photographer, having multiple outfits and going all over town, having your photo taken. But you need a clear, crisp, wonderful photo of you that you can use on LinkedIn and other social media platforms if you're on those. What if you could easily send a photo in that you've taken and have it magically enhanced? Bad backgrounds taken off, eyes brightened, your face just smoothed out a little bit. Not anything ridiculous, right? I know that as entrepreneurs, a lot of us have different apps and programs that we can do. But truth be told, if there's not a filter that I can just hit filter, right? I'm not going to edit my own photo. And the filters, they're ridiculous over on Instagram and TikTok. They make us look like someone that we're not. And when we're putting ourselves out there, in our industries and for a job, we need to look like who we are. But we might just want to fix that stray hair, fix that collar, and eliminate the background. So you need to work in your brilliance. You don't need to spend 30 minutes, 40 minutes, or an hour trying to fix one photo of yours, right? Can I get an amen? Can I get a high five? Well, this show is for you, and I'm going to queue up my colleague, Honi Keller, who I met on LinkedIn. This is 15 Minutes of Fain, and I'm the Fain, Mary Fain Brandt. You can find me here every Tuesday, 12 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, with a real quick weekly tip. Sometimes it's LinkedIn, careers, business, growth, and sometimes it's just fun tools that you need to know about. Let's bring Honi up to the stage. Hey.
Hi, Mary.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. And thanks for having me on your show.
Yeah, before we get started, can you tell everyone where you're calling in from?
Australia. I live in Melbourne. So yes, we're on a little slightly different time zone, but that's where I'm calling from.
I love it. And in full transparency, this is a pre-recorded 15 Minutes of Fain because of the difference of our time zones. Neither one of us wanted to get up at 3 a.m. or stay up till 1 a.m. to do this live. So we're pre-recording this, but we both promise if you have a question, if you type in the letter Q for question and then write your question in the comments there, we will go back and engage with you, answer the questions, because I'm sure that you're going to want to know more about Honi's services because they're amazing. So you're totally in a different time zone than me. Thank you for coming on the show, for your time. I'm curious, did you always want to be a photographer or an editor? How did you decide, hey, the headshot wizard, right? That's the name of your company.
That is.
How did that fall in your lap?
Well, no, I didn't want to be a photographer. I actually worked in TV and film for about 15 years. And it wasn't until I had children and my husband, who is actually a professional photographer, he was very busy. And like many people, once they've had children, I was the one who gave up my career at that stage when the children were young. But still wanted to be able to continue to use my brain and do something. So just started, he might say interfering, but helping him with his business because he was very busy. And it was during that time he used to take quite a lot of corporate headshots, and to take a bit of pressure off him, I taught myself to retouch them and thought I was quite good at it. And at the same time, I noticed we used to get a lot of inquiries for individual headshots just for LinkedIn profiles, and they were on the increase. And he didn't really do those. He was more sort of, companies, and he was moving in different areas. And that's when I started thinking about a way of accommodating those people who didn't want to pay $300 or $400 just for a headshot for a business networking site.
I love it. I love it. So photography, that's like in your family, right? The photography part.
I spent, the last 10 years before this idea has come about really helping run that business. So I've got a thorough understanding of how it works, what people are after, how much it's changed, the emergence of social media, the requirement for different types of, headshots, price being a big issue, people not wanting to pay, again,
or who wants to career professionals, like as an entrepreneur, we do branding shots, right? But as a career professional, who wants to go get dressed up and drive to a studio and have a photo done? I mean, in the 90s, but it's 2022 and we don't do that anymore. So I think that this is such a brilliant solution for headshots. And I definitely see myself sending clients to you in the future, my career clients, for you to touch up their headshots. So I thought we should show some before and afters.
Okay, great.
Okay. So you guys, I can't find my before. Probably because I deleted it. But what I'm going to do right now is that is my signature pose. Right. So I loved this headshot because I can use it in certain social media posts, right? It really captures the attention. But the background, I am sure that the background on this was my dining room or kitchen. And so I saw Honi, she posted something on LinkedIn. This is the magic of LinkedIn, right? I saw something on LinkedIn and I was like, who is this person? What is she doing? Oh, that's kind of cool. And so we actually just had a conversation. We did. That you guys, it's not that hard to build your network on LinkedIn and to add amazing people to your network and have great connections like Honi. You just comment on their posts, right? Reach out, send an authentic message to them. Don't sell them anything and just have a conversation, in the DMs. And that's how this all started. And I was like, I need to have you on my show. We just have to figure out a time. And then the time thing was like, being in such different time zones, we're like, we're just going to pre-record this one. But I'm going to share, you guys, I want to show you how amazing this is. So let me grab window. Oh, we don't like that. Let's fix that. Let's try this one more time, guys. Let's go here. So, okay, I'm going to pause. So do you want to tell us, I'm going to try to pause so you can see the before and the after. Can you just go over what you fixed on this for the audience?
So for that one, the client wanted something industrial. As you can tell, he works in industry, and the photo is taken in a fairly dark room, but I don't have an issue with that because there's no artificial light on him, which can be, here's a tip, never stand under ceiling lights.
Oh, good tip.
Yes, so I've brightened and lightened him up. As you can see, you can't hardly see his eyes in the first photo. I've cleaned some of the dirt off his top, given his teeth a bit of a polish, and put him on a suitable background for what he wanted.
It looks so professional. I mean, from the house and it's dark and you can't really see his face, to light, bright, defined with an appropriate industry specific background. So that's how simple, you can take your photo in your dining room, send it over to Honi, and she'll work the magic. I'm calling it the magic.
Thank you.
Let's look at another one. Okay. Oh,
Yeah. This client just wanted something. She needed it very quickly, which is I have a very fast turnaround time. Had just started a new job and required a headshot immediately for a conference. And she wanted something quite fun, and I tried to find something that matched her top, but again, brightened up her face because again, it's dark and
it's great.
So that was the main one, and probably tidied a little bit of hair. It's hard to tell. The first photo was a little bit small, but again, same kind of thing. Yeah.
Oops. So this gentleman, like, he looks like he's like downtown somewhere on the street with this brick building behind him, or I don't know, maybe it's in his house. So you change the background. And is this another career professional?
This is a career professional, and there's little things that you probably don't notice, a lot of subtleties, a lot of like, stained teeth, or people can request individual little things if they have an issue with something they particularly don't like or would like changed. I'm happy to do that as well. But this was probably quite a straightforward one. You can see, again, it's the eyes. I spend quite a lot of time making sure those eyes are a bit more sparkly and your smile's looking, as beautiful as possible.
I like it.
It's like if you are at home and, sometimes you're standing in a great spot and you look in a mirror. Like, it's like at home, I have 2 different bathrooms, and one, I look really quite good. And the other one, I look 5 years older. And I like to think that I want to make everyone look like they would in my good bathroom.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Let's go. Okay. Another career professional.
This was, yes, another. This is for a company where I did a lot of headshots for them that all had to match. And they sent me if you saw all the befores in a row and then saw all the afters, you'd see a massive difference there. It's like some people were sitting in a chair when they took their photo.
Oh.
People facing different ways, and you can do little things, little tricks to.
So you would be able to help, like board of directors. Like when I worked at a bank, we had to have the headshot. Yeah, the headshot for the website of all the board of directors and all the C-level executives. Like, and we hired a photographer to come on site, and it was such a pain because we had 4 or 5 people that didn't show up that day. So then they had to come back, and it literally delayed getting our website up because we didn't have all the executive headshots. So if we had just had them come into the office, snap a photo, send it to you, we could have been done like that.
And it works quite well if companies have new staff who start and don't want to have to call the photographer back every time there's a new staff member. Very good for that as well. And also people working remotely, obviously, a lot more than they used to.
Right. This is amazing for where we're at in 2022 when you're a corporation and you require, I worked at a school and you had to have a picture taken and it was put on a badge. So, and even though I just see like so many options, like maybe you do need a badge. Maybe you're working remotely, but you go to an office once a month or once a week. You can have this done a lot quicker. So this picture just looks so much better.
This is a girl who's a graduate. So she's just finished studying at university and heading out into the workforce. So probably also a great option for younger people who just have to, who have just realized they need to have maybe a business profile on LinkedIn and may want to think about a more corporate or a more business-like professional, I should say, headshot as opposed to some of their social ones that they have on other platforms.
I love it. I love it. So these are just really great. You've done such a great job. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait, did I pause it? So she looks like she's the same person, or she's in front of that brick wall.
Yeah, they might have been taken at the same time. Yes, I think they're friends.
Oh, I went too fast. Well, this one's good. Her face is more featured. It's lighter.
It is lighter, and I think she had I took out some marks on her glasses, which these are little subtle things that not always obvious to the person viewing the photo, but it's all those tiny little subtle things that elevate the photo and make it, that is exactly what I'm trying to do, make it professional, just elevating your photo and fixing up all those tiny little things just to brighten and lighten it and make you look good.
I love it. So just so amazing. And to have the before and afters, what we're going to do is we're going to drop your LinkedIn URL in the comments for people to connect with you on LinkedIn. And then we'll put your website in there. But I'd love to help people grow their network. So I want to encourage all the viewers, you know what, hit the share button. Share this out because you know that you know someone that needs a new updated headshot. I might have to send you my husband's photo. We're going to take his photo in the living room and I'm going to send it to you. Boom. I have someone else too. I'm thinking of the people right now. But you guys hit that share button and let's spread the word of Honi's services that she provides because it is affordable, it's fast, it's dependable, and it's something that we all need. We all need one good headshot, if for nothing else, for your LinkedIn profile, you guys.
Thank you, Mary. Yes, I have a 24-hour turnaround time. So if anyone wants something done quickly, it's very easy.
Wow, that is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your talents and, you know, for all the, you know, doing mine so I could see like, what is this really about? How's, you know, is it really going to work? So I really appreciate that. And I've been using it in social media because I love the photo I took. I just didn't like the background and you brightened my eyes and everything. So you guys, again, if you have questions or comments, please just write down your question. Honi and I are going to go back after this airs and we're going to answer all your questions. And don't forget to join me Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time for 15 minutes of Fain for your weekly tip to help you grow in your career and your business. Bye.
Bye.